Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm going to do a news video. I'm talking about NFL, basketball, wrestling, and baseball here. So let's talk about. So the Raiders, they're finalizing a deal to promote run game coordinator / defensive line coach Rob Leonard to defensive coordinator. Per sources, he worked closely last season with Max Crosby, who's still uncertain his future in Las Vegas, but they promoted him. The Raiders, they're also retaining Joe Woods as their defensive pass game coordinator. Per sources, another move here. So Clint Kubiak's going with Rob Leonard's promotion, and Woods, who worked with Kubiak in New Orleans. So in an email sent to all players yesterday obtained by ESPN, the NFLPA reaffirmed its commitment to the report cards, and now the only thing changing is their ability to publicly share the results. The results of the 2026 report cards will be released to the players, quote, soon. If grades aren't public, then pressure disappears. And it will probably get leaked somehow. The Rams made a hire on defense. The Rams are set to hire Robert Wright as defensive assistant. He's the former defensive coordinator at Syracuse and Buffalo. So the Rams made a hire there. Seahawks quarterback coach Andrew Janocko is interviewing today in Los Angeles for the Raiders' offensive coordinator job, and also a candidate for that same job title in Seattle as a successor to Clint Kubiak, per sources. The Raiders now have officially named Rob Leonard as their defensive coordinator. The Cardinals are expected to hire University of Miami defensive pass game coordinator Zach Etheridge, who was a safety and team captain of Auburn's 2010 national championship team, as their cornerbacks coach. The Seahawks are expected to hire 49ers tight ends coach Brian Fleury as their offensive coordinator. Per sources, he will replace Clint Kubiak, who became the Raiders' head coach. And Andrew Janocko, an update, their quarterbacks coach is now expected to be hired as the Raiders' offensive coordinator. Per sources, he will again reunite with Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak, whom he worked with in New Orleans and Seattle. So only the Rams now need the Rams need to hire an offensive coordinator. Pretty much every other team is hiring an offensive coordinator. The Raiders now finalized a deal to make them their offensive coordinator. Deal is now official. So the Seahawks began this process thinking they were likely going to promote from within to replace Kubiak. So this represents a pivot. Getting Brian Fleury. Another change, Giants assistant defensive line coach Matt Robinson, who left his job as Baltimore's outside linebackers coach, is going to New York. Is now going to this offseason to go to New York. He's now going to the Raiders as their secondary coach. Per sources, the Giants gave their mission and supported Robinson's move. So that's all from Schefter with some coaching news. See if we have anything else. So some rumors, the Rams, who own picks 13 and 29 this year's draft, are fans of QB Ty Simpson, per L. Riddick. I can see maybe at 29, but definitely not 13th pick. Hell, I think it's bullshit. I think they're going to go heavy defensively. So Isaiah Likely, who grew up in Massachusetts, he liked a comment that was saying to come back home because the Patriots are low with cap space and likely have an aggressive offseason. So I could see it happening. So Joe Shane's pretty much been demoted. People within the Giants building now report to the VP of Football Operations, Donna Ponte, with Don then reporting directly to Harbaugh. So he's basically been relegated to handling scouting, Joe Shane, basically. So the Giants spoke at length with Rex Ryan for their defensive coordinator vacancy before Harbaugh was convinced by Jesse Mitchell to go with Leonard Wilson. Another rumor, even if Miami agreed to take a large chunk of his salary, many teams in the QB market are not interested in a trade for Tui Tagovailoa. And another one, many teams around the league expect the Cardinals to end up trading quarterback Kyler Murray, who will likely be the top veteran quarterback available this offseason. So I think it's all from JP Football. See if you have anything from Rappaport. So that's all for NFL. So let's move on to basketball. So free agent forward Haywood Highsmith has agreed to a multi-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. He considered multiple playoff teams before reaching an agreement with the Suns. Knows a gritty two-way player when healthy. He joins a team that's 32-23 at the All-Star break. So that's the only thing from Shams. At the that Haywood Highsmith is going to Phoenix. Nice little addition there. nice little addition off the bench. So Draymond says he would love to be commissioner of the NBA. I always want to see this league grow. You know, in my time in the league, I've had my fair share of hiccups, but I hope and I think I've done more good than bad. So he basically wants to be commissioner. I don't think he would be a good commissioner. Damian Lillard won the three-point contest yesterday. Some dude named Keyshawn Johnson, I think, won the dunk contest. But yeah, Dame won the three-point contest. So let's move on to wrestling news here. So the Inspiration, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay made their AEW debuts during a live event in Australia. So the current Elimination Chamber card is CM Punk and Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight title, Becky Lynch and AJ Lee for the Intercontinental Championship, and the men's, and then the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches. That's all from WrestleOps. See if anything from Cultaholic. So that's all for wrestling. There's not really too much news today, but there was a little bit from yesterday, and a look from yesterday and from today. So let's get a baseball. So from Alden Gonzalez, the first thing from baseball is starting pitcher Herman Marquez and the Padres are in agreement on a one-year deal. He looks to bounce back from a rough first year back from Tommy John. They're just acquiring some ass. They think they can fix Herman Marquez. Yeah, he's trash, man. Dodgers are going to light that up. Free eats. Free eats for that Dodgers lineup against Herman Marquez. Padres get him to a one-year deal. See if anything here from MLB Deadline News. The Rangers, they agreed to terms with free agent outfielder Mark Canha. The Orioles acquired Jackson Kowar. Signed out Perez to the Nationals. Obviously, Padres have got Nick Castellanos as well. But yeah, that's all the little news here. Just a kind of a mini news episode. There isn't too much, but went over with what I could. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Next time out. Peace.